There we go. So I'm in my makeshift office tonight because Tara's in bed. She's up at 3 o'clock in the morning for work. So I'm downstairs in the front room, as you can see. So it is Thursday night, which means it is our team training call night. And tonight we've got yet another power couple from the UK. For those that are new to the team, welcome. I know we've got Lewis on, Adrian's on, we've got Bob on. Who else have we got on that's new? So every Thursday night, we bring you a different guest speaker, whether it's from within us, like within ourselves, like we've got tonight, whether it's a Australian leader, whether it's a US leader. Anthony, no, you're not new. Whether it's someone from the corporate field. So next Thursday, we've got Stoya Rakic from Australia, and then we move into a new month of August. And I believe Adrian's going to do a LinkedIn training with us the first week in August. I have got Nina confirmed for August. I've got a guy called James Yates from Australia confirmed. And Zoe's going to do a training as well in August. So I try and plan it in advance. And we've been doing this now, I think, since March. So every Thursday we used to just jump on, and I guess we've done it sporadically. I can't even remember what we used to do, to be honest. But every Thursday now, since March, we get a guest speaker on. We get people to tell their story, and we get people to run through what we're doing. So before I get these guys on, we are literally just under 2 weeks left of the month of July, which means that anyone that got involved in the company prior to July, we've got just under 2 weeks now to get involved in that cash grab offer. For any of you that joined in the month of July, you've got 30 days from when you joined. And then you get to work with your team, and their 30 days starts the day that they joined. So it's a huge offer. It's a massive incentive that the company's put in place. There are people that are literally taking complete control of this. There are people that are qualifying at the £500, £400 level, £1,500 level. And it's good. You know, I think it's a great offer that the company have put out there. It's a chance for everyone to get off to the best possible start. And for those people that want to get to New Orleans in September, it's a great way to help you with your flights and or accommodation. So if anyone's got any questions with that, we can sort those out afterwards. But tonight, it is time. It is time. It's like stars in their eyes. It is time for, as Mr. Thomas Carter would say, Howie and Howie. So still don't know who Howie and Howie is. But the couple that we've got on tonight are a couple that I've got to know really well, actually, over the last few months. And when I've done my tour in April, I think it was, I went and stayed with these guys, and we had a great wine social. A fantastic dinner. I've got to put that in there. Shirley made a fantastic dinner. It was great. But it was great to spend some time with these guys, and they've got their plans. You know, they've got their dreams mapped out. They know exactly where they want to go with this. They know exactly what they want to do with this, and they know exactly what they need to do to get to where they need to be. And they're a lovely couple, they really are, and they're working the business at the moment. So I was really pleased when they said that they would be involved and take tonight's training. So with that being said, Andrew and Shirley, Howie, can you hear me? Oh,
yes, can hear you. Unmute.
I can hear
okay.
you.
Oh, wow. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for that amazing introduction, Howie. We'll try to live up to it. So anyway, I'm Shirley, one half of the Howies.
And I'm Andrew, Howie.
And my background has been in the health and wellness industry for the last 11 years, in network marketing. And Andrew?
I've been in sales and marketing for too many years to mention.
But always in that area, haven't you? So in the 11 years that we've sort of been around the network marketing, I think that we've learnt a lot. And what we thought we'd do tonight is actually share some tips. It's probably stuff that you may have already heard if you've been in network marketing, but ultimately I think that they are key to help you to get your network marketing business off the ground and making it fly. So I'll get straight into that. Before I do, can I just make sure that everybody's got their A4 pieces of paper ready for action? Yay, brilliant. And a pencil. We're not going to use them just yet, but have them ready. So I'm going to start with number one. You're going to start with number one.
I thought I was going to start with number one, yeah. So there are 5 tips. And really this, to me, is the essential one to start with, because most people have worked for an employer and they've never experienced self-employment. So I think one of the key things is to set yourself a personal contract of employment. Write down how many hours a week you've got to give to the business. And in that time that you've got to give to the business, write down your daily method of operation. What are you going to do in that time? It's no good having a couple of hours to spend and then sitting down and thinking, well, what am I going to do with these hours? You've got to have it planned out and sorted before you start. So write it down. Whatever time you've got to commit to direct sellers, work it and work it hard. Look at it as a business that's going to break you free from actually having a job. You're going to be generating long-term residual income. So, whether it's 1 hour or 4, get yourself the list of all the tasks and follow through on those. Some of that should be personal development, because you're not going to be earning a fortune to start off with, but personal development is such a key element of this. And really, you've got to remember, for things in your life to get better, you have got to get better. So this is the fundamental of it. So you also need to be able to duplicate that into your team once you start recruiting, so you get them off on the right foot. So now over to Shirley.
Number 2, set yourself 3 different methods, not just one method, 3 different methods of contacting and meeting new people. So if you know time is tight, then things, obviously social media is really useful. Shaper, I know lots in the group are already into that. Instagram, LinkedIn, but also if you can do some face-to-face things like networking events. These don't always have to cost money, actually. There's a lot of free networking out there, and it isn't always in the daytime as well. It can be in the evening. So things like that. Other things, local events. It's a bit late now because we're well into the summer, but summer shows. We're going to be coming into autumn soon, so there'll be autumn fairs, Christmas fairs. These things don't actually cost a lot of money for you just to set up a table, but this is a great way of having face-to-face conversations, and I actually really enjoy doing things like that. I love having that face-to-face contact. And you should also be doing at least 1 personal wine tasting per month. Really, the goal is to talk to 10 people a day. So learn how to strike up a conversation. It could be things like in the supermarket, hang around the aisle where all the wine is. It's great to have a conversation with somebody about what sort of wines they like. Or if you're going to a coffee shop, going out for a coffee, don't just go and sit on your own. Go and sit with somebody so as you can strike up a conversation. Obviously in the pub, great place to do that. And work colleagues. And this consistency will start and pay off. Just remember, network marketing is a people business. It's not about sales. We want to get people into the business. We've got a fantastic opportunity to offer to people.
So number 3 would be enthusiastic. This is an exciting business that you've got hold of. Have a great positive posture and smile. Even when you're speaking to someone on the phone, It comes out in your voice. Another thing, when you're talking to people, never make extravagant claims. You know, it's better to under-promise and over-deliver all the time. Just be enthusiastic about what you're doing. This business is all about attraction marketing. So make yourself look attractive, make what you're doing look attractive, and attract people into it. Become a professional at telling your story. Write down perhaps 3 or 4 different stories and memorize them. Get them so that you can just deliver them off the cuff. Perhaps one for a quick meeting in a lift, or one for, you know, a chat in the bank queue or the supermarket checkout queue, and just develop those stories. Become a really interesting, enthusiastic person.
Actually, you know, I think that how DC started is also a fantastic story. So get to know that when you're actually talking about the wine, because it is a great way that the company actually started. Anyway, number 4. I know this is some basic stuff, but it's just things that you need. Well, I think so anyway. Number 4, find your way around your back office on the DC website. There really is some great information, and especially if you're just getting started. You may spend a couple of hours actually looking at some of the stuff, because there really is everything there for you. And you know, if you've seen something, you're not sure about it, then ask any of us, ask your upline. This is one of the things that I love about direct sellers. I've never ever felt in 11 years of network marketing that I was in a team or in a group of people like we have here, and the support that we get is just fantastic. So never ever be afraid to ask a question.
So on with number 5. We're all members of the Titans of Wine Facebook group. We should all be contributing to it. You know, it really is a team thing. And the more interaction and positivity that we can have on there, the better it is. It will breed excitement for all the newcomers. And that's just what they need, a real buoyant, upbeat feel about the business.
So number 6, when you get a customer, follow-up is key. It's no good getting a customer and thinking, great, you know, they've set up their auto ship, absolutely quids in. No, that's not the way to think. Keep in touch with them, talk to them. Speak to them about how they can get their wine for free and how you'd like to help them do this. Maybe set up an open the box evening. You know, get the excitement going, the thought of opening their box of DC wine and actually inviting some friends around to taste that with them. And, you know, it doesn't have to be many people. 3 or 4 people is fantastic. You actually have better conversations when you've got a few people rather than a lot of people. And again, you know, if you're new into the business, you're not sure about it, then ask your upline. This is what they're here for, to help you do things like this. So now is the time for your A4 piece of paper. Right, okay, so has everybody got their piece of paper? Can everybody see this? I'd like you to make it into thirds. So divide it into 3 on the sheet. A line across in 3.
Paul's had enough, he's gone already. Oh, he's back.
So make a line across in 3. 1, 2, 3. Can everybody see that? 3 sections. And in the top section, I want you to write why. Your why. So I think for anybody that's been around network marketing, we're always said, you know, you need to know what your why is, which is very, very true. But often our why is an absolutely massive reason. And quite often in your day-to-day life, you can forget about your why. You know, you get busy, and you stop thinking about why you've actually come into this business, for instance. So this is a training that I've listened to. It's not just from us, but I think this acronym is great, and it's what hurts you. Some of you may have heard it, you may not, but I'd like you to write that in. What hurts you? So what hurts you? It could be commuting for 1.5 hours every day. It could be not spending enough time with the kids. It could be that your friends are going travelling and you can't afford to, so you're totally stuck in a rut and not going anywhere. It could be never having enough money at the other end of the month. It could be hours. My time isn't my own. And that's the thing that gets us every single time. We have 1 day a week together, and it's not enough. And this, you know, when there are days when we think maybe, you know, we don't want to go on a call, we're not in the mood, then actually, you know, we think about that. And that's the reason. So breaking it down into what hurts you, you've got your big why, but then what hurts you. So write in that box and things that are hurting you. Okay, that all right so far? Paul's looking very right. In the second third, you're going to split it into 3 then. Can everybody see that? 3 in the second third of your sheet. And in the first box, you're going to write goals, 6 to 12 months.
So your 6 to 12 months goals are not financial goals, they're personal development goals. You know, if you're starting a career, you may have had to go to university for 3 years or even 5 years before you even get to do on-the-job training. So look on your first 6 to 12 months in the business as one just about training. So what you've got to do is forget about the money side of it, but look at the personal development. Focus your energy on activity and developing skill sets. It's no good having a list of 200 contacts and not having the skills to say the right things and attract people to the business. You're not trying to sell anything, you are just trying to develop your skills and show people the business opportunity in an attractive manner. So you've got to remember that activity multiplied by skills equals results. So that's something else to write down in the box. Activity multiplied by skills equals results.
So yeah, first 6 to 12 months, as Andrew said, it's really about the skill sets. In the middle box, write 1 to 3 years. So network marketing, it's a business to help you to replace the job. It's not a job, it's a business. And I think you really need to get in the right mindset about this, that you are building a long-term business. We're not playing at this. You know, I feel we've got an opportunity here that is just the best thing. And everything that we've been doing over the last few months, it's about building foundations. So you need to put in that box 1 to 3 years, the income that you would need to replace your job, and write it down in that box.
The income that will set you free.
So doing this, you're building a residual income. A residual income means that you get paid after the work is done. So what you're building now means that you will get paid in years to come. A linear income is the job. It's being paid on an hourly rate for the job. And when you've done the job, you've been paid, and that's it. So, you know, you may feel, oh, I've done a long number of hours this week, and I actually I've been paid very little for it. But in reality, yeah, you could go into Tesco's, go and work part-time in Tesco's, earn a couple of £100. But that's the job. You're tied to it. And what you're doing with this is, as Andrew said, you're building a residual income, and that really does bring freedom. So we all need lots of powerful long-range goals as well to help us get past those short-term obstacles. So we've talked about the 6 to 12 months that you're actually working on yourself a lot. We've talked about the why and understanding all the time. You've got to have that in your head to, you know, when you're having a downtime, to think, well, why am I doing this? Well, you know, I only have one day a week. That's one of the reasons that we're doing this. And it's reminding yourself of those things all the time. So when we've finished tonight, you know, you can really fill in these goals and put this piece of paper somewhere where you see it every single day, whether it's on the fridge door, whether it's in the toilet, wherever. But look at that piece of paper when you filled it in. Really write them down in details. Visualize your goals. You know, seeing photographs of what you want. It's just, or being, you know, we've just been on holiday, fantastic tonic, been in the sunshine. It's, you know, it brings it home to you about what you really want to do. So in the third box along here, it's 5 to 10 years freedom goals. That's right. So write that down.
You know, when you're talking about the residual income, I always think of Noddy Holder from Slade every Christmas rubbing his hands with glee and still raking in about 250,000 a year just from that one song that he wrote. You know, it's just, that's what residual income can do for you. But, you know, you're 5 to 10 years, you've broken free by this point, and you can really achieve these long-term goals, like your dream home, £250,000 in the bank, the car of your dreams, perhaps even a boat, dream holidays. You know, it's whatever your dream is, that's the thing, isn't it? It's, you can achieve it in 5 years, and really go for it. You know, when you think about it, attraction marketing is the shortest career to give you financial success. I mean, our son is still a trainee doctor. You know, he's gone 5 years through university. He'll be another 5 years before he becomes a consultant. So that's 10 years before he starts earning the big money. So we can do it in 5 years. We can possibly even do it in less if we really apply ourselves. So that's the thing, isn't it?
Right, so in the bottom third, just make it into two halves. And on the left-hand side, it's target market. Now, when I was doing health and wellness, you know, it really was a target market, really. I was looking for people that either wanted to lose weight or maybe have more energy. So, but, you know, when you think about wine, I mean, everybody likes wine. So it's so much easier to have the conversation. So, you know, most people enjoy a glass of wine. Most people enjoy socializing. Most people enjoy going out for a nice meal, entertaining. These are all, you know, write down, you know, add on to that things like it could be your school mums. It could be people at the gym, you know, that even though they're going to the gym, you know, the chances are they still go out and have lots to drink, even though they're going to the gym. So, you know, you can do this. That's your target market. It's massive. But the other thing that you want to add into your target market here is anyone who wants more time freedom and anyone who wants more money freedom. And there are a lot of people out there. So really know your target market inside out. Now, in the other half, I want you to write strengths and weaknesses. Now, I'm sure lots of people on here will have read Eric Worre and his 7 skills. So this is what we're putting in this box here now. So finding prospects, write them down the left-hand side. Inviting, presenting, follow up, closing, getting people started, and promoting events. Now, here's the thing. You need to mark yourself out of 10 for each of these things. Now, nobody should be saying that they're a 70. Nobody should even be saying, I don't think at this point, that they're a 35. I think I was about 24 or something. But the beauty of doing this exercise is that you can see where your weaknesses are. So, you know, if you've got an 8 for finding prospects, but you've maybe got a 2 for closing, you know what you need to work on for your skill sets. So I just think that this is a great thing, and this is something that you can do on a weekly or a monthly basis and look at how you're working on your skill sets, basically. So I hope that's been of interest and helped people. So
let's all make a promise to ourselves to move forward in this business together and make DC the biggest attraction marketing business in the UK.
Yay.
Go for it. And I'll drink to that.
Yeah, we'll drink to that. Cheers. Hope that's been of help to everybody. If you've got any questions, please fire away.
Can I just say that was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
The reason why I was looking forward to this so much tonight is because I know how much this means to both of you, collectively. I know how much it means to you individually, but I also I knew how much you would have planned tonight, because you're both very thorough people, and for me, it's one of the best trainings that I've listened to, and it kind of proves my point that it's great to hear people like Nina and Austin and, you know, trainers from other companies and network marketing coaches. Great, you know, that we can listen to them all day long. But what I love about what we've got in this group and the people that are on this call now and some of the other people that are in the team is that it's real. You know, we're all working hard to achieve what we want to achieve, and we all got involved with direct sellers because of our reasons and because of our goals. And, you know, I just want to echo the points that you've just said there, and I'll kind of go from back to front and then open it up. But what they've gone through with that chart there, you know, I'll definitely be filling it out myself. And I think every single one of you guys should do it as well. And I think it's something moving forward we should put in the files in the group, and it should be part of the getting started training as well. Yeah. Because, you know, when we started nearly a year ago now, and I'll touch base with that at the end, but we didn't have any training. You know, we've had to design everything ourselves. We're not a company that's 30 years old that's got everything in place and it's just like, follow that. Like, we've had to build this up ourselves. We've had to put our own practices in there. We've had to develop our own skill sets and whatever else. So I definitely think that every single person should go through that and should keep it in a safe place and should keep going back to that. Regarding the points that you said, you know, I've written them all down as well, like on my phone. And, you know, the first one, Andrew, that you said, set yourself a personal contract for employment and how many hours per week and what you're going to do on a daily method of operation. It's so important, because it's like anything. Without a plan, you're not going to get anywhere. And without a goal, what have you got to work towards? You know, so it is important that if you are like busy in your like full-time jobs as such, then you go with, right, I've got an hour a day. And, you know, I've mentioned it on our like personal development calls. And if you've only got an hour a day, make that hour the most productive hour that you're going to have that day. You know,
never start the day until it's written down on paper.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's so important to, you know, if you in your diary, if between 7 and 8 in the evening is your time, then that's, you know, telly off, go upstairs, close yourself away in a room and get it done. Because we all know that time goes so fast. I mean, look, we're like halfway through July already. And I had a conversation with someone earlier. We can't get time back ever, but we can find money. And I know so many people that have got well-paid jobs, but they've not got the time to spend it. You know, we've got an opportunity on our hands here with direct sellers that you can create like time freedom and have a life, or start to have a life that you want to enjoy and that you want to do. So like the second bit there, set yourself 3 different methods of contacting people, you know, whether it's social media, face-to-face, networking events. Again, like there's so many different platforms of social media now. So if you are an online like guru, or if you're someone that like shies away from doing it face-to-face, use the various platforms out there. You know, we use Shaper every day, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. They should all become like daily habits now, just like getting up and brushing your teeth and doing the things that you do in life on a daily basis. The third one that you said there, be enthusiastic and have a positive posture, you know, and never make extravagant claims. Every person that I speak to, I'm burning up here, every person that I speak to, I always make a point of, you know, telling them that, yes, I do this kind of full time and that I haven't got a job, but I'm not earning a 6-figure income. Because, you know, if I say to people that, you know, I'm earning enough to stay away from full-time employment, and, you know, they buy into that more, because so many people with network marketing, especially in this country, they've been over-promised and under-delivered. They've been sold the whole bullshit story. And so many people quit in their first 4 to 6 weeks because they haven't made what their upline has said they can make. And then 6 months down the line, someone else comes along, and before you know it, over the course of 3 years, they've invested £200, £300, £400, £500 in 5 or 6 different companies, thinking, right, I need to do this now. But they've got nowhere. So we've got such a great culture within this team. And we've got, you know, I've said this before as well, we've got so many loyal people that are not going anywhere. And it's because of the work that we've done and the product that we've got and the company that we've got by our side and supporting us. Number 4, find your way around your back office. That is vital. And I'm going to start doing a call, whether it's once a week or once every 2 weeks, that people can just hop on and hop off, but we'll do some back office training, because there's so much stuff in there that people don't know where it is. There's so much stuff that people don't understand, you know, whether it's resources or whether it's the, you know, setting up your bank account or your prepaid card, and whether it's to do with placements and whatever else. So finding time around your back office is so important. And again, that helps with like personal development, interacting more within the group. Again, like, don't feel that like I'm the only one that should be posting in there, or Raz should be the only one. Any successes that you have, put it in there. You know, certainly welcome any new customers or any new brand partners. Certainly celebrate anyone's successes. But even if you've just had a good day, you know, even if yesterday was crap, but today's been good, post it in there, because someone will resonate with that, because someone will be in that same situation as you are. You know, there's not just one person that's going to have a bad day yesterday and a good day today. So it is important to use that, and then follow up is the key. You know, that was one of my biggest downfalls. That my following up was terrible, and it wasn't until I started writing a list down of every single person that I spoke to and the dates that I spoke to them and the methods that I spoke to them with, that then I could go back, and then I knew that right, on such and such a date I spoke to this person, it was by phone, or I messaged this person on LinkedIn, or I had a Zoom call, because you know, we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of having conversations with people throughout the day and you forget. You know, and then 6 months later, you see that person. Oh, were you still doing that wine business? Oh, yeah, we never did get back to me. You know, oh, crap.
I'll find it with somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I thought that was absolutely fantastic tonight.
Thank you.
Really, really, really proud, like, of both of you guys, really. And it's an honour to be in business with you. You're such a great couple, and like your plans really are mapped out superbly. So, apart from Anthony, who's got a question for the superstars tonight?
Nobody.
Oh, it'll have to be me then. It'll have to be me. No, you know, I just want to what Paul just said. I knew it would be good, this, but it was. I didn't think it'd be as good as that. Like you say, same as Paul. Really, really proud of you. I think you're an amazing couple also as well. And it was what you said there as well. I'm going to call you Howie anyway, because everybody else does. They're not the older thing, and that's a good way of explaining what residual income is, and that's what we're all after at the end of the day. And it doesn't matter how long it takes you, and I think that's where that 5 to 10 year plan comes in. And if you can get that residual, then you are laughing. Then it's a really good way of putting it and explaining it. But I'm a big advocate of like, and you've touched on it, and Paul did there, of showing up in the groups. And I just want to give you guys to give me your views on it. Why do you think it is so important keeping around the campfire with like the Monday night opportunity call and the Thursday night training call? What is your views on that, and why do you think it's so important sticking around there?
Well, I think it is because, you know, it's a lonely business. You're there working on your own. You haven't got colleagues at work around you to support you. You're on your own, and it's up to you to motivate yourself. And on when you're feeling a bit low, it's great to have a crowd of people like yourselves around us who can just lift you up again, pat you on the back, and away you go. You know, that's why it's important. And you're learning all the time. Everybody's got things to contribute.
Yeah.
Everybody's got new ideas, new stories, and you can put them into practice. Some will work for you, some might not, but they'll work for somebody else. So.
And you know, with the group thing, if somebody is maybe a bit of a Billy No Mates, let's say, and they don't put anything in the group because there's not much happening in there. If it's very active, they may feel that they can say, I'm struggling with something, or can somebody help me with, for instance, something in the back office. You know, if they've lost their upline or something like that, then that's the whole group thing, isn't it, about helping each other. And so I honestly think that the opportunity calls will grow, and the more that people are being active and understand that, you know, it's really down to everybody to get into action, because it's just fantastic business, and the opportunity calls will grow and more excitement will come.
And it's far easier to build momentum as a team than it is as an individual. And momentum is what will really take us to the top.
Great answer. Thanks, you guys. And again, once again, absolutely blown away. I'm same as Paul. I think that was one of the best we've had so far. So hats off to you. Absolutely, hats off to you guys. And yeah, I got on my list and going to do exactly the score systems. I've heard it before, but that's just reminded us that we've got to do that on a regular basis as well. So again, thank you. And brilliant. Again, well done. Thank you.
Can I just say, Anthony, that I really do love your choice of wallpaper.
We're decorating next in the next fortnight.
I thought it was finished.
It's your colour.
Has anyone else? Has anyone else got any questions that they'd like to ask Andrew and Shirley? I think you've blown everyone away tonight, to be honest.
We shut everybody up.
No, like I said, I thought it was brilliant. One thing that we've always got to remember with this is that it's not a quick fix, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's not an overnight success. And that is network marketing. And talk about social media, and the good thing about social media is that everyone can see everything. The bad thing about social media is that everyone can see everything. And the amount of people that come into the business, but then you see them posting something else, and the amount of messages that I get from people, oh, have you seen such and such now doing this, and have you seen that such and such has now done there? Let them do it. Let them go and do what they need to do, and let them go what they want to do. But I'm here to stay, literally forever. And I know Raz is, and I know you guys are, and I know a lot of people on this, well, everyone on this call is as well. I've been involved for just over 19 months now. I've been in literally from the get-go. And the story that I tell people, have I earned six figures? No, nowhere near it. Do I live in a mansion? No. Do we own a private jet or a yacht? No. But am I going anywhere? No, because we've only just started. We're only a year in. You look at conventional businesses, and if people break even in their first year of conventional business, they've been successful. Well, if you get 2 brand partners in your first year, you've broken even. That's the way that we've got to look at it. And 90% of people do this.
And actually, for a lot of people at the beginning, it's not necessarily about wanting to earn large sums of money. Earning an extra £200, £500 a month is massive to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's, but people can do that in the first 6 to 12 months while they're learning. That's the thing about it.
Yeah. And I think in the beginning, it is all about building yourself up and creating that barrier, that wall around you, or whatever around you, because you're going to get rejections, and you're going to get people tell you that, excuse me, it's this, that, and the other, and you're going to get people tell you no, and that you're stupid and whatever else. But I get it all the time, and I love it now. I absolutely love it when my friends turn around to me and say stuff to me, because then I'll post a picture of me watching tennis on a Tuesday afternoon, lying on the sofa with my laptop on my lap. So this is why it's so important to go through your why again and again and again and again and again and again and again, because...
Well, you've seen our board.
I have seen your board.
I'll just show it to... This is our board. It's massive, and it lives in the living room, and it's got everything on there. We see it every single morning, and that's what reminds us every single day why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, it is fantastic, and that is the reason that why you guys are going to succeed with this. We're in a very special position with direct sellers here in the UK, in the fact that we're in from the beginning. You still hear about the companies that have been around for years. Herbalife, Amway, Avon, 30 plus years. People are still getting involved with those companies now. People are still making money. But going back to what you said about target markets, well, people that want to lose weight enjoy a drink, and people that like gaining lean muscle enjoy a drink, and people that like looking good enjoy a drink, and people that work in an office like to socialise, and people that are hairdressers like to socialise. So our target market really is anyone over the age of 18.
Everybody.
Yes.
And it all comes back to that why. It all links in together, because at the end of the day, if you connect with someone on an emotional level, and you find out why they do want to do it, but then you keep digging and you keep digging and you keep digging. I've always said it would be like being in the fitness industry myself. The word why, for such a small word, it means so much. And if your goal is to create an additional £500 a month, well, why? because I want to pay off my debt. Why? Because I had some problems when I had a marriage break. Why? You know, and just keep digging and you know, and when you get to that point where it's there, hold on to it, write it down, picture it. That's the thing that you go to every single day. And if you've got that, if you've got the belief that that's what you want to do, you'll do it, and no one will stop you from doing it. So, you know, as I said, we're in a very lucky position, I believe, getting involved before it kicked off. It is our 1 year anniversary in a couple of weeks, so I am like looking at things that to do. When people started talking about venues, I'm thinking, shit, I didn't really like think about an event. I was thinking more about what can the company offer us, but we will sort an event out. It'll be good to get together again like we did last year, and just, you know, meet and greet, because most of the time, the only times that we all get together is on a Monday or a Thursday night. So I think it is important that moving forward, we aim to do something maybe
face-to-face team building. You know?
Maybe even if it's just, you know, three to four times a year, and then smaller bits on top of that. We don't need the guys coming over. We just need their money to pay for it. But, you know, if we can create something ourselves, and again create a culture within our own team, people are going to get excited. And, you know, the momentum's good at the moment. It's and the other thing that I've noticed is that a lot more people are interacting with the posts that are going on in the group as well. It means that there's going to be more people waking up. So my advice would be to go back to everyone that's in your teams anyway. The obviously the exclusive wine is going to be here very, very soon. You've got the cash grab offer on the plate at the moment. So once you've got your 3 brand partners in, then your levels 1, 2 and 3 will count towards that, whether you get 10 or 20. And it's, you know, it's just sharing your excitement. And I can't wait. You know, I'm still excited, if not more excited now than I've ever been. I'm really driven by what we're doing. I love working with you guys. And again, I said this on Monday night's call, that I've never worked with such a good bunch of people. You know, it's such a fun-filled atmosphere that we've got. Absolutely can't stand Anthony Raspin, but he's going anywhere. But it's, you know, we've created that culture, and that's something that we've got to be really proud of. But what we've got, we've created. You know, we've not got. There's no big time Charlies in our group. There's no, you know, Mr. Serious telling everything. There's no like PC brigade in there. We do what we do because we love what we do. And that's something that I believe is very special, and it's something that I've never seen before. So we need to really get hold of this now. We need to really kind of roll up our sleeves and just get it out there, because if we want it to happen, then we can make it happen. It's all down to the amount of people that we talk to on a daily basis. So that'll do us for tonight. Again, guys, absolutely brilliant. I'll get this recording up and I'll put it in the group as soon as it's loaded up. We will be back with our opportunity call on Monday night. So let's see if we can all invite a guest onto that. Just want to quickly, Adrian, congratulations on your new brand partner last night. Bob, great to have you on this evening. If anyone needs any help with any calls, launch calls, again, like myself and Raz are about, let's see how many people we can get over the line. Let's see how many people we can help get their wine for free. Let's see how many people we can get started correctly. But it's exciting. It really is exciting at the moment. So next week, we've got Stoya from Australia. So again, let's support her like we've supported these guys tonight. She's going to be getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to come and talk to us. So, you know, credit where credit's due on that one.
Definitely.
Have a great Thursday evening. Enjoy it tomorrow. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the sunshine, and we'll be back. Cheers, guys. Good night.
Bye. Bye, David.
Thank you.